Hey guys, Master of Science Exercise Physiologist here, Rick Leitner. Today we're going to talk a little bit about posture. If I am asked repeatedly one question, it would be, how do I improve my posture? I'm going to show you three very simple exercises today, whether you're a gym goer or not, even at home. I'm going to show you three exercises that you could do daily without much sophisticated equipment, as well as how to do them correctively and effectively. So the first one is going to be on the floor. This is a beginning exercise. All three exercises are for beginners, and I'll show you more of an advanced way in which you can accomplish more effectiveness when you do proceed with more strength. So the first one is going to be a hip flexor. Normally when you've got low back pain, and you've got low back pain because your hips are tilted forward. So if your pelvis is tilted forward, it pulls on your lower back. So more often than not, your lower back issues are going to be because of tight hip flexors. Now, flexion essentially means reducing the angle of a joint. So this would be flexion of the hip. So while we're seated or sleeping, if you're in a flex position at the hip, your hip flexors are going to become shorter. All right? Your hip flexors are attaching your pelvis, your thigh to your pelvis. So what we're going to try to do is stretch the thigh, all right, as well as the hip flexors. So we're going to step 1 foot forward. We want a 90-degree bend in the knee. The back knee is down on the floor. This can be, again, on a mat or a carpet in your house. And what we're going to do is we're going to open your arms up, point your thumbs back, and we're going to rock forward and press that hip flexor. This case it would be my left hip flexor forward. At the same time, we're going to push our thumbs back, squeezing our shoulder blades together. All right? So we're going to push forward, push your thumbs back, squeeze my shoulder blades together, and we're going to hold it for a few seconds, and we're going to come forward again, and we're going to do a series of 10 or 12 repetitions. All right? Now, of course, you're going to switch legs. Okay? Again, 90-degree bend here, 90-degree bend at this leg too. And we're going to stretch forward, and we're going to hold and come back. 10 to 12 repetitions. Push forward. All right? One word of caution, notice I'm not leaning forward, I've got my chest pulled back. All right? So there's your hip flexor. All right, another option for increasing the strength of your buttocks. We're going to lay flat on our back. And our feet are shoulder width apart, our hips width apart. Our heels are about 6 to 8 inches from our buttocks. And what we're going to do is you're going to squeeze your buttocks and you're going to press your hips towards the ceiling. Press up, squeeze, pause, and then down. Okay? My palms are flat on the floor. I am going to push up. At this moment, I'm contracting my buttocks. All the while, I'm pressing my hip flexors again towards the ceiling. Drop down, push up, and down. All right, set of 10 to 12 repetitions. 3 sets would be adequate. When you've accomplished that, now we're going to set a weighted bar, even a broomstick, a can of soup, anything that you might have some resistance at home on your pelvis. Now we're going to do the same thing. In this case, I'm going to balance this bar on my pelvis, and I am going to press up, squeezing my buttocks. Drop your hips down. Press up. Pause, squeeze my buttocks, and drop down. Again, for time's sake, I'm not going to show you 10 to 12 repetitions, but that should be your goal. All right, those are your 2 exercises, and I'm going to show you your 3rd exercise. All right, video number 3 is going to be for your mid and lower trapezius. Now, most people think that your traps are only to shrug with. All right, what we want to do is we want to pull your shoulder blades back. All right, from sitting so many hours, what people have is a rolled chest, and they also have an extended forward, chin. What we want to do is we want to pull all this back for good posture. All right, so what we want to do is strengthen the middle and lower trapezius. So what I'm going to ask you to do is use an exercise band, very inexpensive to purchase. You can buy these at any sporting goods store, and wrap it around a very fixed object, either in the gym or at home. In this case, we've got a column here in the Cheeky Hut, and what we're going to do is we're going to do what we call a face pull. Now I'm going to hold both hands together, lace my fingers together, and what I really want to do is activate that middle and lower trapezius by actually squeezing my shoulder blades together. So let me show you the motion here. I'm going to pull to my forehead, and I'm going to squeeze my shoulder blades together by keeping my elbows wide. Squeeze. And pull. Notice I'm pulling my shoulder blades back. Pull. Pull and pause. Pull and pause. Good. Pull. One more time. And pull. All right. The key here is to keep your elbows wide as you pull to your forehead, keeping your arms up, and you want the band at about the same level as your forehead, so you're pulling it parallel to the floor. So there's your 3 quick exercises. Again, lying on your back, pressing the pelvis up, squeezing the glutes, stepping forward. Number 2 would be for your hip flexors, alternating legs, and then the face pull. Hope you got this underway. Get it started. Again, you can use this every day for strengthening your upper back, loosening the muscles of your lower back, as well as your hip flexors. Good luck, and see you in the next video.